An undercover investigation catches Apple on camera using sneaky tactics to rip off their customers. Welcome to InformOverload, I'm your host Johnny Riders, and if you're new to the channel, we tell you about the most interesting news stories that we find on the internet, and we make them more entertaining. A popular Canadian news channel known as CBC News The National went undercover with a hidden camera to the Apple Genius Bar in Toronto to discover if the rumors were true about Apple's sneaky tactics. Sadly, they were. He approaches an employee with a MacBook Pro that had a broken screen, and after the employee takes it to the back, he tells the undercover reporter that the screen is broken due to a water issue and the damage was going to cost upwards of $1,200. When asking if there were any cheaper options available, the employee said that it would be cheaper to just purchase a new computer. Well, thanks, genius. What is your purpose then? If we had the money to just buy a new computer, why would we even bother fixing it? I've never liked Apple, especially after I heard about their manufacturing company in China that put nets, literal nets, around the building to catch employees trying to commit suicide. Literally catch them. And this story just leaves an even worse taste in my mouth. When the reporter took the same laptop to a small yet very popular repair shop in New York City, it took them literally 2 minutes to fix the issue. He even said that if someone came to him with a similar issue, he wouldn't have even charged them. I miss Steve Jobs. He wouldn't have put up with this. This is another reason why you should support small businesses in your area. They're not trying to rip off their customers, and they actually value good customer interactions because it leads to repeat business. Apple is just trying to gouge you of every penny, and the worst part is how transparent they are about it. They're always tweaking their phones so that you have to purchase extra attachments just to use it. Additionally to this tomfoolery, the reporter also discovered that the tricks didn't stop at the Genius Bar. Apple actually invented their own screw. Pun intended. It's called the pentalobe screw, and its purpose is to make fixing the devices incredibly difficult for customers with just normal household tools. Then, on top of that, they glue the batteries into the phones so you can't remove them. And John Poole from Primate Labs also accused the company of slowing down older models of the iPhones whenever a new software update was released. His company specializes in tracking performance of electronic devices, and as a result, John concluded that this rumor was in fact true. And to his surprise, the company admitted to doing this intentionally. Apple has even been in a class action lawsuit over intentionally setting up the software on older phones to expire, giving their consumers no options for a resolution. In the same case as the MacBook Pro, the solution was simple enough, except with the phones, it was just to replace the battery, and that would have fixed everything. Plus, Apple even knowingly withheld this information in order to push their sales to boost their newer models. And while in court over this matter, an Apple Canada lawyer was asked by MP Nathaniel Erskine Smith, was the non-disclosure non-intentional or was it inadvertent? And Apple's lawyer responded by saying that it was non-intentional, which I don't believe that for a second. How can they develop this technology, invent specific parts to avoid non-Apple employees working on your device, and have your CEO Tim Cook admit to this that it was intentional? Then do a backflip in court and say that it was non-intentional. Here's a call to action for all of you out there though. I have an Apple MacBook Pro. If you have any Apple products, when something goes wrong, try researching it first online yourself, and if you can't solve the issue, find a local repair shop in your area. Do not be scammed by Apple. Additionally, look into the American Right to Repair legislation and educate yourself on this important movement to allow third-party companies just the right alone to work on Apple products. And actually look into that story that I was talking about before. You know, the one with the nets around the buildings. It's shocking, it's disturbing, and it makes you wonder why they haven't been shut down yet. Now while you think about that, let's entertain your brain with some comments. Emily Wood says, why does this guy look like he's still in middle school? I get that a lot. I'm actually 27. I just have a baby face. The Deshaun Allen says, your backgrounds could be used for mind control.
You will like this video.
Selena Ann V says, is it just me or does Johnny's name sound more like the name of a pirate? Either that or I own an all-you-can-eat rib buffet in Texas. Kelly Ingram says, maybe it's vain for us to assume that Johnny also has a belly button. It's not vain to assume I definitely have a belly button, I just haven't found the right person to send it to yet. Stranded Starfish says, Papa Potato, you are perfect. You're too kind. I'm gonna keep trying to be a Papa Potato, whatever that means. Thank you for watching Inform Overload. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Plus, I'd love to get your take on this, so comment down below with what you thought. Do you think Apple should allow other companies to fix their phone, or are they in the right to create this monopoly because it's their products? And if you want more videos like this one, just click the playlist on screen. It's just that easy. Also, if you have any hot tips on any new and exciting stories that you want us to cover, just find my Instagram in the description below and send me a DM. From Inform Overload, I'm Johnny Rogers, and until next time, take care.